It's Thursday, so that means you've almost made it through the whole week of homeschooling. Guys, give yourself a pat on the back. I know some of you are probably, missing school by now. At least I hope you're missing your friends. I hope you're doing well. And we're going to dive on into ecosystems today. One of my favorites. You know what? This whole unit. Just love it. Anything, again, I know I've said it before talking about animals. It's my jam. So here we go. Animals and plants at home. Again, if you're like, I don't really want to listen to you read, I can read it myself. Go for it. We're going to start on page 232 today. We're going to be reading all the way to page 239. So if you want to read those pages yourself, you can. And along the way, if you want to answer the questions in the text, please do that. That's going to be your assignment. If you want to read it with me, just keep listening to this video. We're on page 232. Animals and plants at home. What do sand, saltwater, crabs, and seaweed all have in common? You can find them at the beach, of course. When you go to the beach, you find lots of living things. Non-living things like sand and salt water are also a part of the beach. Everything that surrounds a living thing is its environment. This includes living and non-living things. Your desk, teacher, books, and air are all a part of your classroom environment. An ecosystem is all of the living and non-living things in a place. In an ecosystem, living things interact with each other and with the non-living parts of their environment. Think of bees that use the non-living parts of their environment. Think of bees that use an old log to build their hive. They gather nectar from flowers to make honey. A bear eats the honey. These interactions make up a part of an ecosystem. Living things in the same ecosystem share resources. Many of them also share a habitat. A habitat is the space where a plant or animal lives. A frog's habitat is a pond. A frog's environment is everything around the frog. This crab's habitat is on the sand. The crab and the sand are both part of the ecosystem. An ocean ecosystem includes saltwater, seaweed, fish, and other animals. Each depends upon the other to survive. Sea anemones, sea stars, and mussels live in tide pools. They all share resources such as food to survive in their environment. What makes up an ecosystem? Choose an ecosystem from the photographs. List at least 3 things that made up the ecosystem. And guys, again, I would look at this bold word right here, ecosystem. Think about what is an ecosystem, and then you're going to choose one of the pictures and to help you answer this question. All right, you can answer that now and pause the video, or you can do it later. We're going to go on to the next page. Communities of populations. You live in a community. You are also part of a population. Animals and plants are part of populations and communities too. Wolves, bears, snakes, birds, and many other plants and animals all live in Yellowstone National Park. I want to go there one day. A population is all of one kind of organism living in the same area. All of the wolves in Yellowstone National Park make up a wolf population. Animals and plant populations in an area may be part of the same community. A community is all the population that lives and interacts in an area. An ecosystem can have many different communities. Grassland ecosystems. Yellowstone National Park has a large population of bison. The bison are a part of a community that includes the grasses that bison eat and this population of antelope. This bull snake is also part of the Yellowstone National Park community, along with the wolves and the bison. This wolf is part of the wolf population that lives in the same area. To survive, wolves eat other animals in their community. And I'm actually going to share a really cool video after that you can look at. Again, you don't have to watch my videos. They're just really cool. They go along with the learning. But this video is going to show you what happened when they removed the wolves out of Yellowstone National Park. Because at one time they were not up in that park and they found that to be a problem. So they added them back in. And it really just goes to show how important it is to have these living things. Even if they eat other animals, they really do play a vital, a crucial part of these ecosystems. So guys, you can do the math part. You can either pause the video now and do it, or you can come back. And we're going to go on to the next page. Living on the land. You've seen that bison live in grassland ecosystems. What other types of land ecosystems are there? Forest ecosystems have a lot of trees. Tropical rainforests have many different kinds of trees. These forests are warm and wet all year long. Animals like jaguars, toucans, and monkeys live in a tropical forest. Some forests have warm summers and cold winters. Woodpeckers, squirrels, deer, and bears are common. The trees such as oak and maples lose their leaves in the fall. Other land ecosystems are shown on the 2 pages. Desert ecosystem. Kangaroo rats, rattlesnakes, and cactus populations live in a desert. They have adaptations that help them survive in the dry ecosystem. Ecosystems on mountains. Stellars, jays, mountain goats, and pine trees live in different mountain ecosystems. These ecosystems are found high on the sides of mountains. They are cold for most of the year. This Stellar's jay uses materials from its environment to build its nest. It also finds food in its environment. The elf owl eats insects that live in cactuses. The cactuses provide a place for the owl to live and help the owl survive in its habitat. What's the difference? The land ecosystems discussed on these pages have similarities and differences. Choose 2 ecosystems and list 3 ways that they are different. So you can do that now, pause the video, or you can come back to it. Again, it says use this page to help you answer these questions. So you might go back and listen to me read or read on your own to find the differences. Under the water. Oh, this page has an otter. I just love, love, love otters. Most of Earth is covered with water. There are many different living things below the surface of ponds, lakes, rivers, and oceans. If you look at a globe, you'll notice a lot of blue. That blue represents Earth's oceans. The oceans consist of salt water. Animals like sea turtles, whales, and lobsters live in ocean ecosystems. Some ocean animals like coral don't look like animals at all. The ocean also has plant-like life forms such as kelp and seaweed. Rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams are usually freshwater. Freshwater has much less salt than ocean water. Frogs, ducks, and many kinds of fish live in freshwater. Alligators are found in freshwater wetlands. Land animals like deer, foxes, and raccoons drink this fresh water. Ocean ecosystems. This huge underwater ecosystem is made by tiny ocean animals called corals. Clownfish, also reminds me of Finding Nemo, live around sea anemones in their habitat. The clownfish are immune to the anemone's stings, but animals that might eat the clownfish are not. River ecosystems. Rivers carry water to the ocean. This flowing water is an ecosystem made of fresh water. River otters build their shelters next to rivers where they swim and catch fish. She's adorable. Using the environment. Describe how the animals in the 2 photographs use the resources in their environment. So you're going to go back and you're going to look at the otter and the sea anemone, and you're going to answer this question. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to read to you today. Your work today is to complete pages 240, 241, and 242. And I will post that in print. I'll text it above the assignment. Again, go back into the text to help you answer these questions. Read the directions carefully. And when you get back to school, these are some pages that you can turn into your teachers. I'll be posting some videos. Again, you don't have to view the videos, but I hope you enjoy watching them. They really add to what we're reading in the book, and they give you more of what it looks like. I'm a visual learner. I like to see it. I like to look at it with my eyes. So if you get a chance, please check out these videos, and I hope you guys had a great day.